Hey guys, Alex HD here, and today I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be doing a comparison video about two exotic hand cannons, the Ace of Spades and the Sturm. I initially was going to do a video just about reviewing the Sturm, and I wasn't going to compare it to anything. However, the last video I did was a comparison between the Traveler's Chosen exotic sidearm and the Drangbo Cat. I think that's how you say the word anyway. I don't know. And the Drang Cat are one of the best sidearms I'll say for PvP. And I had a lot of fun making that video, so I decided to do it again basically for the Sturm. And I didn't know what weapon to put the Sturm against because, well, it's a 110 hand cannon, and plus, I wanted to do something that people probably wouldn't compare it to, like the fact is, I just wanted to do like a weapon that people probably have not seen about. So I decided to do a compare. I decided to compare the Sturm to the Ace of Spades, mainly because I've not seen a single video about it. So that's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to be unique to see and make a new video. So that's what I did about the Traveler's Chosen as well, because everyone was making like videos about the Traveler's Chosen. However, no one made it about it like they didn't really compare it to any other sidearms. So, and I didn't see any for the Drang either. So I thought it'd be a good idea to make that video. Anyway, let's move on from that and talk about the perks and the stats of the weapons. Starting off with the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades has I've really messed up my bearings. Anyway, the Ace of Spades has corkscrew rifling, high caliber rounds, and smooth grip. It has its intrinsic perk is Memento Mori, grants radar while aiming down sights, bonus damage after kill reload, and its trait perk is Firefly. Precision kills with this weapon increases reload speed and causes the target to explode, dealing solar damage to nearby enemies. Basically, whenever you get a precision kill, it basically just causes a solar explosion, and it just buffs the reload speed, as it says. And now talking about the stats for the Sturm. The Sturm has extended barrel, extended mag, and combat grip. Its intrinsic perk is Accomplice. Kills with the Sturm fills up it basically just refills the ammo of your energy weapon, and its trait perk is Storm and Stress. Kills with the Drang or the Drang Briquette will just reload the weapon and give it like an overload round, so it'll do more damage. And that's basically the stats. So now let's get into not the stats. That's the perks. And now let's get into the stats. I've lost my bearings today. The Ace of Spades has 84 impact, 87 range, 55 stability, 55 handling, and 48 reload speed with 100, which is oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've kind of lost my bearings today. And it is a 140 RPM hand cannon, and it has 13 rounds in the magazine. While the Sturm has 92 impact, 73 range, 56 stability, 37 handling, 37 reload speed, it's 110 RPM hand cannon, and it holds 12 bullets, 12 rounds. I've seriously lost my bearings. I'm so sorry, and it holds 12 bullets in the magazine. Also, another thing to know is that when you get a kill with the Drang and it gives you the overload round, it puts it up to 13. So technically, whenever you get a kill with the Drang, it will have as much as the Ace of Spades. Anyway, let's actually get moving on to basically the PvP. Let's actually get on to how well these weapons do, and what they can actually do. Starting off with the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades, well, it says it has a higher range stat than the Sturm. However, I will talk about that. Anyway, the Ace of Spades I am a bit biased to it because it is my favorite weapon in the game. And if you guys watched one of my previous videos, actually now I think about it, no one watched it. That video has no views, so no one actually did watch that one. Anyway, if you guys know, I absolutely love the Ace of Spades, and it is my favorite weapon, so I am a bit biased. The Ace of Spades did amazingly. the Ace of Spades is it does 70 damage on a precision hit, and I think it's 40. I don't remember, but like it was something. I don't remember the damage for the body hit, the body shot. But anyway, the Ace of Spades, it is a 140 RPM hand cannon, so it does lack the fact that the time to kill isn't as fast as a 150. Like, yeah, it has decent, like, it has good range. And the fact is, it's a really good, like, 140 RPM, like, one of the top tier 140 RPM hand cannons. It will keep up with, like, mid tier 150s, however, it does not do, like, it does not do well against, like, well, it can do well against, like, top tier 150s, like, Spare Rations and Dire Promise. It only really does well if you know how to use the weapon properly, and also the fact that, well, if it has, like, momentum or reactors and stuff. Anyway, let's talk about the Sturm. The Sturm has, well, even though it says it has a lower range stat than the Ace of Spades, it actually has more. Like, it actually has more range. I am gonna say this, that the Sturm absolutely did horrible at close range. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do horrible, it was pretty bad. Like, the time to kill was pretty slow because it's a 110 RPM hand cannon. And the fact is, like, if you want to actually get the overload rounds, you have to use the Drang or the Drang Broquette, which is a bit annoying because, like, you can't just use the weapon on its own to be at, like, at its peak performance. Like, if you want it to be at its peak, at its very highest performance, you have to use the Drang and the Drang Broquette. Either one works because, well, yeah, I recommend the Drang Broquette because it has an extra perk, I believe, but we should not talk about that. The Ace of Spades also has a better aim assistance than the Sturm. The Ace of Spades has this aim assistance of 70, while the Sturm has an aim assistance of 50. The Ace of Spades, even though it has like the aim assistance is actually quite low. Like other hand cannons usually have like the Lumina has 80, the Spare Rations has 92, which is ridiculous. And it's also the fact that because they're both exotic weapons, you can't increase it. The Sturm's aim assistance, as I probably already said, but I can't remember, is 50, which is poor. Like, it's very poor. Like, it is higher than the last word, but like, it's quite low compared to other hand cannons. And the fact is that the Sturm, the main thing it really has going for it is the range and the impact. Like, the range and the impact. I keep losing my bearings. Sorry, guys. The main thing it has going for it is the range and the impact, or damage if you want to be more simplistic with it. The Sturm does more damage than the Ace of Spades, even with Memento Mori. The Sturm does 91 precision damage, so it means it can almost 2-tap ordinarily. Like, if you have an Empowering Rift, you could 2-tap. However, and if you have the overload rounds, you can 2-tap. I don't know if you can 1-tap with it because I've never tried, and, well, to be frankly, I don't think I ever will. Because if I wanted a 1-tap hand cannon, I would probably just use the Aerion as a foul. So yeah. Anyway, this weapon can literally 2-tap with the overload rounds. However, as I said, it does lack the fact that if you want to actually use the overload rounds, like, you have to use the Drang, which is quite a bummer. And it's just the fact that, as I think I've already said this before, it's just the round, like, the time to kill is slow. Like, it is really slow. Like, when you compare it to the Ace of Spades, it is, I mean, when you actually compare them, like, the time to kill is only by, like, it's only, like, 0.1, like, seconds different, but, like, it means everything. Like, what was it, like, the last word that can kill in, like, 0.53 seconds, which is quick, but then, like, the Sweet Business can kill in, like, 0.6, and, like, 140 hand cannons can kill in, like, 0.8, like, it's, like, the millisecond, like, they're only off by each other by, like, 2, 2, or 3, like, milliseconds, but it means everything. Like, this thing is really slow. Like, the time to kill is slow, however, it makes up for it for damage. And the fact that the Ace of Spades can also 2-tap with Memento Mori. Like, with Memento Mori, it does 3-tap. Like, it increases the damage to 90, and it doesn't 2-tap. But if you have like like specific needs in your will to tap. One is that if you do damage with Firefly, like if you're able to do damage with like if people are in a big group and you do enough damage, like if you do Firefly damage to someone, then like if people are in a big group and you kill someone with like a precision hit and like Firefly does damage to all of them, like you can get a 2-tap by doing that. You can also get a 2-tap by standing in an Empowering Rift, or like if someone's already weak. Yeah. And the same goes for just the Sturm ordinarily. Like if someone's already weak, the Sturm will just 2-tap. Like yeah. And I think I've already basically touched on everything. So time to go into like my final verdict anyway. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay guys, now it's time for my final verdict of these two weapons. Starting off with the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades has good damage, good range, good stability and handling, a pretty poor reload speed, but it does make up for it with Firefly, and it has a good magazine size of 13. The Sturm does incredible damage and it has incredible range. However, it does lack in reload speed, stability and handling, and it has a good magazine size of 12. The Ace of Spades does have a higher like time to kill because of its faster fire rate, and the fact is like it's also better at closer ranges, and it also can do good in medium ranges. The Sturm is better at longer ranges, and it's also the fact that it's just not really that good at close range because the time to kill is just that slow, and like yeah. The Drang, you need the Drang for the Sturm. Like if you want to use like its maximum potential, you do need the Drang, which well makes it pretty inconsistent if you want to just use if you just like want to use the Sturm by itself and you want to get its maximum potential, you can't really get it because you need the Drang. And for the Ace of Spades, you don't really need that kind of requirement, like that kind of long setup. Like for the Ace of Spades, all you need to do is just get a kill and that's it. And anyway, that's basically being my final verdict of these two weapons. If you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see like a particular weapon, like in the next video or so, comment down below saying what weapon you want to see. And yeah, that's been Alex HD signing off.